This is part 2A, why the billion-dollar lie, how talent shortages became the perfect cover for labor market failure, and why platforms profit more when you stay unemployed, and how the shortage narrative hides it. Hi, my name is Sarah Trumbull. I'm the founder and CEO of The Job Applicant Perspective, the first anonymous user reviews for job ads across the US. This is a level of a revision because I've done this post before, but I've changed the argument somewhat. And if you are a philosophical or logic geek, I welcome your feedback. And if you're just a person who hasn't seen the other one, cool. That's awesome too. Who this is for? This is for job seekers who've been told to work harder while the doors stay locked, the people navigating endless applications, silent ATS funnels, and years of instability just to access basic security. It's for employers frustrated by rising costs, declining response rates, and talent shortages that never end. It's for policymakers, economists, and journalists trying to reconcile a paradox, record HR tech profits, and flat hiring rates. And it's for researchers and labor advocates who want to see the real dynamics driving today's dysfunction, where the market sells access while obscuring how the game is rigged. And it's for anyone starting to recognize deeper truth. When the job market moved online, it dropped all trust mechanisms for half the market and well over 95% of the users and never replaced them. A talent industry that builds hiring solutions, not hope casinos, requires a two-sided market to have quite overtly two sides. And until we confront that misalignment, the system will not change. The Disney analogy. Imagine parents spending thousands to take their kids to Disney World. But when the kids arrive, the rides are broken, the bathrooms are filthy, the food is overpriced, and Disney never asks families what went wrong. Would you believe Disney was truly optimizing for guest experience? Do you think that when old movies, Western movies, built stages, they built entire houses or the facade of houses? Why? When you look at a cylinder, can you tell whether you're looking at a kaleidoscope or a telescope? Or do you have to look through the cylinder for that? Yeah, that's the talent industry today. Employers are the parents spending billions. Job seekers are the kids waiting in line for broken rides. HR tech platforms are the park owners collecting money without fixing the system. And here's the kicker. We trust HR tech to describe the candidate experience. But why? Do you ask Disney or do you ask your kids what their experience of the ride was? When you realize that the labor market isn't actually an American Idol style competition where job seekers perform in hopes of impressing employers, the inversion becomes obvious. It's not all that much of a stretch to think of the labor market as the stock market for the US labor force. Only this one, the SEC would shut down in a heartbeat. The US labor force aren't moving to the labor market to prove their worthiness. They're moving as economic actors, trying to secure access to financial safety, food, housing, healthcare, socioeconomic mobility, a better future, retirement. If you start thinking about US job seekers like market participants acting in their own best interest, not contestants seeking approval, you see the failure more clearly. Employers spend billions, platforms profit wildly, and the very actors whose unpaid movements powers this system remain invisible in its design. Employers spending to acquire scarce talent isn't a proof of shortage. The invisibility of job seekers is the point. The spending is the business model.